Just wanted to show you guys real quick. This is some turmeric that I was growing, and this has only been growing since my garden was killed up until now. And you know, turmeric, when you buy it, it's like this color. You know, that is what I planted. These are the fresh. I don't know why. I think my phone got steamed up from all the water, because it's, where's the camera at? Let me try to dry it off. Maybe I'll just start over. Ah, now we can see. Sorry about that. I think it's because the water was so steamy, but see the fresh bulbs there, the white? That's what turmeric looks like. You see right here, there's some when it's growing, and it later turns orange. And I was going to show you, see, this one's already turning orange. Isn't that great? I can use all of that to cook with. And look at my fingers are filthy. What do you guys must think of me? I'm filthy. But I wanted to dig it up to see how it was doing, because you know that freeze is coming and I'm gonna have to dig it up anyway, so. But then, ta-da! I've been growing this galangal. And boy, I got some beautiful stuff here. Look at this. Look at this one. It's huge. And it's really similar to ginger. You basically, what you can do is you can take this stuff and put it in your pot. Just take this whole, like take a whole piece just like this and clean it up and put it in your pot. See that pink? Isn't that pretty? Don't look at my fingernails. I was clawing at the dirt trying to get these out because they were so stuck in these pots. But basically you clean this up and then put this whole piece in a pot of something, you know, that you're cooking for hours or whatever, and you can take it out when you're done, because they're very dense, and unless they're very, very, like, you can use these pieces, like just cut these up in something, in a stir fry or whatever, and they're very flavorful. You know, they're every bit as flavorful as this part. But what amazes me is to smell these. They smell like some sort of alien ginger. I mean, they don't, like, you know, there's nothing that smells like this that I know of, that I can think of to tell you, oh, it smells like that. But it's very close to ginger, but weird, like an acidic ginger sort of. And then also, like the bigger pieces like this, you could never eat that. I mean, you'd be surprised if you can even cut through it. I've always said that, you know, when I originally got these, they sent me like these foot-long pieces of it that were probably about maybe 6 inches around. And I tried to cut them with a knife, tried to cut them with a saw, tried to cut them with a rotary saw. I mean, nothing would work. And I finally gave up, and I'm like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? You know, and I got mad about it. And I threw them out in my garden, you know, and they got covered up by the rain eventually, and they started growing. And I kind of laughed about it because I'm like, oh yeah, worthless plants, you know. But then eventually I dug them up, and I had little tender pieces like this that I can work with. You can cut these. I don't know if you'd want to eat that piece, but you could eat, whoops, you can eat these ones. You can eat this part. But anyways, I was going to say, with the bigger ones, what else you can also do is take shavings with like a carrot peeler and then dry them. And then once they're all the way dry, you can grind them up like a spice. And it's so crazy because they start out smelling like that ginger, but once it's dried, it takes on a whole different flavor and smell. It's crazy. And I was also going to show you, even though this is smaller than the other one there, this is the greater galangal. You can tell by the leaf. And this is the lesser. See, it's like real pointy and narrow. Whereas these are more like, they look more like turmeric leaves. In fact, I get them confused all the time. I can't tell the difference between them till I dig them up, even though there's a very Galangal gets a very distinct pattern on their leaves. If you can see that, I know that one's kind of torn up, but turmeric does not have that pattern, I don't think. At least it's not the same. They have their own. But yep, this is all my fresh turmeric here. I can use for cooking. I can eat that whole thing if I wanted to. I could just pop that in my mouth and eat it like a carrot, because I really love that stuff. But just wanted to show you this. Just playing around. Now I gotta go get to work.